The Sonos name has become synonymous with wireless home audio. Their app is simple to use, the speakers sound terrific, and they have a good variety of options to choose from, but all those options can sometimes make it difficult to decide which ones to get. In this video, I'm going to go over the different speaker models and some of their best features to help give you an idea about which might work best for your audio needs. These are all available right here at Apt, and if you decide you want to pick any of them up at any point in the video, just click on the links down below in the description to see all of our latest pricing or to talk to an expert. Starting off, we've got the Roam. This is the smallest of the Sonos speakers and one of only 2 portable Bluetooth models they make. It's great for people who like to listen to music wherever they are, whether that's at the beach, hiking, or even at the office. It's small enough to fit into a bag or backpack, and it's going to provide way better audio than you'll get out of your phone speakers. And like I mentioned a moment ago, it's got Bluetooth built in, so outside of the initial setup process, you don't need to be on a Wi-Fi network to use the Roam. Plus, it's weather resistant. The battery can last up to 10 hours, and the built-in microphone lets you use this with Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa. If you don't need or don't want the built-in mic, they also make the Roam SL, which is the same speaker without the mic. Next is their other portable Bluetooth option, the Move. This is essentially a larger, more powerful version of the Roam. It's weather resistant, so a little rain, heat, or cold isn't going to bother it. The battery gets a little bump in lifespan for up to 11 hours of use, and you still get that built-in microphone to use with Google and Amazon Smart Assistants. Now, because of its size, it's not quite as portable as the Roam, but it has a built-in carrying handle that you can use if you don't have a bag big enough for it. From there, we move on to the non-portable units, and first up is the One. This is their smallest of their stationary speakers. They sound terrific individually, but for an even better experience, you can add a second One and create a stereo pair. These are great for those places where a larger model might either be too overpowering or just wouldn't fit. The One also features a built-in microphone, but just like with the Roam, there is an SL version that comes without the mic. The SLs are also ideal to use as left and right rear surround channels in a Sonos home theater setup. Then we've got the 5, which takes your listening experience to a whole different level with more drivers and more amplification. Just like the other speakers that I've already talked about, these can be stereo paired or used individually, and can also be used as surround channels if you have the budget and are looking for the absolute best Sonos surround experience. Another feature the 5 gets that none of the others have is an auxiliary input, which is going to allow you to hook up a turntable with a built-in preamp if you so choose. Now, this one is bigger than the One, so you'll need to make sure that you have the space to accommodate it. But if you've got a large room and you only plan on putting one speaker in it, you definitely need to look at the 5. Now we've got the soundbars, the smallest of which is the Ray. This little soundbar is a great way to enhance the sound of a TV in a smaller room setup. It's got an optical input for connecting it to your TV, and just like the bigger soundbars, it'll work along with a sub and surrounds if you're looking for a more budget-friendly full home theater experience. The next soundbar is the Beam Gen 2. This really sets the standard for small soundbars. It's more of an investment than the Ray, but totally worth it. Not only can this hold its own in larger rooms as well as small ones, but it's also got an HDMI connection that's compatible with Dolby Atmos, which is going to incorporate height effects to your audio for more engaging surround experience. And just like the Ray, you can add surrounds and a subwoofer to create a full home theater setup. The final Sonos soundbar is the Arc. This is going to be for that person looking for a full home theater audio experience, but who doesn't want to buy a receiver and separate speakers. The Arc, just like the Beam Gen 2, can play back Dolby Atmos, but it does it even better by incorporating 2 upward firing drivers, which make the height effect stand out far better. This, paired with the full-sized Sonos sub and a pair of Ones, are going to make you feel like you're sitting in a movie theater. You'll need to budge a little more for a system like this, but if you're looking for the simplest way to get that movie theater experience, this is absolutely worth it. Moving on, we've got a couple subwoofer options, the Sub Gen 3 and the Sub Mini. Both feature force-canceling drivers, meaning you'll get that deep, rich bass without any buzzing or rattling that can sometimes happen in a single driver setup. For small to medium-sized rooms, the Mini is going to be a great option. For larger areas, you'll probably want to go for the Sub Gen 3. Another advantage of the full-sized model is it can be laid on its side to fit under a couch or a table if that need should arise. So that does it for their speakers. As far as audio extras go, Sonos also offers the Boost to create separate Sonos-specific network in your home to help prevent any signal interruption to your speakers. The Port, which you can use on an existing AV receiver or powered speakers to turn them into Sonos-compatible components. And the Amp, which does the same thing but can power up to 2 pairs of passive 8-ohm speakers or 3 pairs of Sonos-optimized speakers made by Sonance. If you have any questions at all on any of the Sonos line of products or any home theater products we carry here at Apt, please be sure to contact our experts for more information. We're always happy to help. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.